What's up, guys? It's 4Stroke here, and for you today I decided we're going to do a video on the newly added XM246. This is the most recent SPA added to the US ground tree line. It was introduced in the Hornets Sting update. I've been using this thing for a while, and I have had a pretty good time with it, so I thought I'd put out a video. Give those of you that are maybe on the fence about researching it, maybe you've already passed it and you've gotten the 247, you're not sure. I just wanted to get this out here so you could see some first-hand experience and maybe help you in your decision-making process. Before we get into the video, I did want to do just a quick segment. I found all of this pretty interesting. Hopefully you guys will too. But this was actually originally introduced back in the late 70s as part of the DIVAD project, or the Division of Air Defense project for the United States. There was an issue. We, at that time, had only had the M163 available, which I'm sure a lot of you are pretty familiar with at this point. But the M163, while it does have the 20mm cannon, it is pretty impressive. It's got a nice fire rate, decent ammo capacity. There was an issue with helicopters. The tendency for helicopters to kind of dive below ridges after taking some shots did not give the M163, combined with its reduced range, did not give it the best chance at actually countering helicopters. This was a big concern for the United States, so they ended up having essentially a competition, right? And this was between General Dynamics, which had the XM246, and Ford Aerospace, which came out with the 247 as an answer to this competition, if you will. So as you probably know, the 247 has the 40mm Bofors cannons, dual cannons, where the 246 went with the 35mm Oerlikon cannons that are found on the Gepard. While they are, I'd say, fairly similar, if you were to just take a look at both of them, it seems fundamentally they were pretty different. Ford was very zealous in their production, and they really tried to shoot for the stars here, and I think, in my opinion, they went just a little too far out of the realm of what was reasonable. And ultimately, in the competition that was held between the 246 and the 247, it was actually in a Pentagon report that the 246 was able to shoot down 15 helicopters, whereas the 247 was only able to down 8, which is interesting, because ultimately the 247 was chosen by the United States. They were awarded the contract win and funded for production. The 246 went on to be nicknamed the Sergeant York, and that was the United States answer after the 163. So it's pretty cool that War Thunder has added in the 246. Obviously there were some concepts out there, and it sounds like in reality the 246 may have been the better decision. But an interesting little tidbit, it is rumored that the main decision behind the 247 becoming the next air defense weapon for the United States was actually a result of some intense lobbying by Ford. Imagine that. I know, it's hard to believe. We don't have anything like that going on nowadays. So, nonetheless, let's get into what you're really here for, and that is going to be seeing the 246 in action. So before we get too far into it, I wanted to go over real quickly just some of my personal pros and cons when it comes to the 246. We'll start off with the pros. This thing does actually come with the ability for a laser rangefinder, which I do utilize. It is very helpful. Being in the United States lineup, there are not very many 8.3s that get the laser rangefinder. The Bradley does, but the Bradley has pretty reduced firepower, I would say, compared to the 246, right? The T95 does not get a laser rangefinder, doesn't get anything really. So this is going to be one of the best things that you can run, in my opinion, at this tier for US, considering it's not only its air defense capability, but also it's very impressive when it comes to holding its own in a ground setting. There are going to be many things that you come up against that you probably will surprise yourself that you are able to go head to head with another tank and end up victorious at the end. So beyond that, it does have a very good turret transversal speed. I mean, it vertically and horizontally, it's very impressive, very snappy, pretty quick. You'll see that in the video, and I think you'll agree. Let's move to the cons. Surprisingly, the list isn't very huge for me, but one of those is going to be speed. This thing is slow. It is very slow. You don't want to go uphill if you can help it. Even on a flat, level ground going forward, you're not having a great time, especially compared to the Gepard, which is what this is essentially based off of. So not ideal. And then, as you can see right there, rear or backwards, horrible. Do not back up in this thing. It is not a good time. You probably will get blown up if you are trying to back out of an engagement, so just something to keep in mind. Another kind of unfortunate thing is that while it is using the same 35mm cannon as the Gepard does, this does not get APDS. I don't know if that is something that Gaijin will address in the future, or if that is just their tactical US suffering that they would like to promote. Abrams turret basket, I'm looking at you. We don't know, but for right now you do not get the APDS, so don't count on that. Either way though, with the belts that you can unlock, the DM13, just using the APIT is actually very, very effective. So I wouldn't take that too seriously. Don't let it deter you from using it, because I think you're making a mistake. This thing is a lot of fun. Really, the only other con I can come up with is that it's kind of a little ugly. I mean, the search radar right on the front here, I've seen some people refer to it as a sting from a Hornet because it came out in that update, or like a boil or something of that nature. You know, it is. It's not the prettiest, but this thing is a blast. So I would recommend researching it. I would use it. I do use it, and I think you would enjoy it too. But with all that said, if you guys like the video, enjoy the content, please, down below, leave a like on the video for me, and feel free to subscribe so you can make sure not to miss out on the next video up and coming. With all that said, let's go ahead and get into it. What you guys are really here for, let's try out the XM246. Now, I am a fan of this camo. I do like the way it looks, but I'm having a really hard time finding anywhere that it is actually useful. Anywhere that it actually gives you even a remote chance of blending in.
You know that I can see you?
I mean, look at it. I feel like this is just screaming, hey, shoot me. Preferably right between the eyes. Right under my bananas.
Attention to the designated grid square.
I mean, we have to just be so incredibly visible right now. We've certainly got some company. It sounds like just on the other side of this bridge. Yeah, we don't love that. Luckily, we've got some distraction going on. I expected you to be a lot more disabled after eating a tow missile to the side like that.
Listen, little buddy, you gotta expect the unexpected.
You expect that?
We'll probably try to let this Centurion here go in and feel it out first. We're just gonna see how many times we can spam repair in a 2-minute period. Now that we've finished repairing, it is probably a good idea to go ahead and recrew. Question is, are you deaf? You guys think we can blend in? Let's check it out. Here we go. This isn't too noticeable, right? I think this looks natural. We're simply here to pick up a prescription. That's all we're doing. Maybe even stop by the fish market on our way home. Nothing to see here. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, we actually have finally found how to use this camouflage effectively. Nothing to see here, folks. Just your average parked car. Just here for some groceries.
Most of the zones are under enemy's control.
Hey, we should have kept our parking spot. It worked much better. Question is, what do we have going on over here? Over yonder? That's kind of concerning. I really need to get off this hill. I don't have the depression to be going that direction. the pancake tank. Please, XM800, do something.
Your intellect is as weak as your dollar. Failure is your destiny. You disrespect yourself.
Wow. I don't think our camouflage trick is gonna work out on this map. Auto selection has screwed me pretty well. Hey, do you think you could go? I mean, I'm absolutely slower than a pimple, and you are just holding me up here. I gotta be honest, I think our tactic for this map is going to be to leave this thing on max cruise control and just rush right in there, because I do not want to play this right now. This map is just not good. The A point is just carnage. It's whoever can get there first, usually in a light tank. Then the rest of the team just holds you, snipes from their spawn, so that you can't really do anything about it. And this side over here usually ends up having basically everybody else, because by the time you capture A, it's pretty much over for that point for the rest of the game anyhow. What happened to you?
I hate this game.
Sam!
Ah, probably that. Clearly there's somebody here. We do not know exactly where. This general vicinity, we know that. Probably about as soon as I try to round the corner, they will come out to play.
We're winning. Allied forces have captured.
Please get the Fearos out of here.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
If only this rock wasn't in our way. We're not entirely disabled.
Are you sure about that?
But I don't love this angle. Seems dangerous for our lifespan. Maybe we bring it around this house a little bit. Give ourselves a little bit of extra cover. Can I destroy this? What are the odds we catch him while he's distracted? I don't know that we have taken... Oh, there goes our elevation. Eh. Alright, that artillery could be bad for us, but we really need to repair. That looks like it could be bad. Oh, that's not good. I've been exposed. I think based on our first burst's failure to kill him, he gained a lot of false confidence because he didn't move at all.
Attention to the map.
Oh man, where did that come from? Okay.
I fear you're underestimating the sneakiness.
Oh, that's probably for us, right?
170. Height 1,000 meters. Air 170. Height 1,000 meters.
Give me the lock, come on. The problem is that I spam it because I don't get the lock, and then I get the lock and I lose it because I'm spamming. Yeah, we opened ourselves up for that one. Got baited. I don't know if we're really going to be able to accomplish anything else too fancy before this game ends. Alright, all things considered, that went pretty well. Now we have actually remembered to switch out our camo from the auto selection of the summer that is classified as a desert camo that does not look desert at all, for the more reasonable desert camo. I think we'll go ahead and put away our candy bowl. Make us just that little extra bit sneakier. See what we can accomplish. I would say pretty close to this general vicinity up here is going to be where we want to stop holding W. Probably somewhere just beyond this rock formation here. I do believe we've got some company up there. BTR is gonna go check it out. Ooh.
Double kill.
I'm kind of surprised that one worked. I can't lie. Rest in peace, BTR. You served very diligently, and I will not forget you. Now I'm debating internally if we want to push forward anymore. Why is it acting as if my guns are not going to shoot? As if his turret is still in existence. What do we got going on? C is looking to be in a bit of danger up there. Are we taking it back? No. Is that a stalemate? There seems to be a good bit of action just on our other side over here. Might not be the best idea. I don't think we actually heard anybody go this way, but I guess we just don't have the best ears currently. A heavy tank up ahead. That's probably not the greatest for us.
What's up, brother?
Can we get an angle on that? We'll take it. Oh, I want that. I want that bad. Come here. Give it to me. Oh. Yeah, see, I thought that was a PZH. We're just gonna keep on going. We don't want any of that. I'm sorry for disturbing you, sir. Please, carry on. Be my guest. Now, this may not be the best spot. We're gonna go again. Actually, we're gonna leave the candy bowl up. We're gonna see if we can catch any trick-or-treaters. Halloween may be long gone, but the XM246 is the gift that just keeps on giving. How would you like some candy? Wonderful. I would kind of like to get some of our positioning back that we had earlier, if at all possible. You will be taking the candy. You will like it. You will appreciate it. You might even come back and thank me. Man, you would almost think it is Halloween. Everybody's interested in the candy today. I don't know though. Can you blame him? I'd bomb me. Stop holding W just momentarily. Another heli? Not good. Took out my candy bowl. Fortunately, I was able to pass out just about the end of the candy before it was so rudely destroyed. Kicked my candy bowl over, rang my doorbell, and ran. Nerve of some people. I think we're just gonna see if we can't go around, maybe catch some stragglers over here towards the sea. I don't know that there's enough of this game left for me to care about fixing the candy bowl. Really, it was just the search radar anyways, so that just means we have to pay a little bit extra attention to the sky.
Hello there.
Just in time. And we are holding a pretty mean W here. Probably want to consider slowing our roll just a bit. They don't have very many participants left.
But I cannot see. I'm legally
Oh.
blind.
It's a good thing we're both pretty blind, huh? That was almost bad. Bad. Spawn protection. I have exposed myself. But I don't know that there's really anywhere he can go that I won't see it. Come on, you know you want to peek it. Just peek it. Just take a quick look. What are you gonna do? Just gonna sit there the whole time? It's because I don't have my candy bowl up. You want a piece of candy? Alright, YouTube, and there you have it. That was the XM246 experience. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, do me a huge favor, click that subscribe button. If you're feeling real generous, leave a like on the video, and if you have any suggestions for me, something you'd like to see me do, or anything you're curious about, leave a comment down below, and I would be happy to look into getting that out there for you. If you made it this far, you're awesome, and I really appreciate you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one.